Hey, what's going on, everybody? It is Wednesday, time for a brand new episode of Recap. I am Benjamin, of course. Lovely to see all of you. JM1620, Lifted Truck 274, VT Kevin R, Ugly Man Chief, Patchy Bothead, JM1620. I already said that. That's twice. Peyton's Pen, Steven C. Fried, Southside Steven C. Right, more specifically. It's Lou, Sub Diego 619, Beast 700, Mr. Dirty 130, Croats 10. Recon Ricks, Archdog 7, OB1BMF. What is up, y'all? And more streaming in. Hey, my wife's here too. We're on Instagram now. Finally, we got it all figured out, got able to link so we can still do it from Twitch, do it from Instagram. So we will be seeing you guys here every Wednesday for Recap. And if you're not able to watch the show live, you can always catch us on YouTube, @Club. Be sure to subscribe to us, which is a fancy word for follow. Give us a like if you like what we're doing. But anyway, big show today. Let's get it started. Got to bring in to Furry Taylor, of course. TaylorMade.
What's going on, chat? What's up, everybody? Happy Wednesday, Hump Day Wednesdays. Another episode of Recap with the guys. I don't know what's better. I don't know what's better,
man. That. Missed you guys. It's been a week, but I missed you.
Yeah, man. How was Vegas?
It was dope. I started off the first hour of the trip up $1,000, and so pretty much coasted on that the next couple days. Ended up winning another $1,000.
Oh man!
The day after Indiana blew their Game 3 lead, which they did, of course, in Game 1 and Game 4, got swept.
Oh, man.
So this will be like the last day you guys see the Pacer drapery in the background because I am depressed and morose and et cetera, et cetera. But other than that, I'm great.
Listen, man, you had a great season. I wasn't expecting the sweep. I was expecting, a gentleman's sweep, at least y'all to get one. But I think with Halliburton out, I just kind of threw that out the window.
Indiana could have been up 3-1 in the series if they had maintained leads. That's it. I mean, it's mind blowing. But hey, 2 years ahead of schedule on the rebuild. We're looking good for next season.
Exactly. So I definitely had to say what's up to those in chat that are saying hi back to me. What's up, JM? What's up, Official Tony? What's up, Peace? What's going on, guys? Oh man, it's another episode. We gotta bring in the third musketeer to the group here shortly. Our favorite guy, Austin.
Let's do it right now.
Haha, there he is.
What up, y'all?
How's
everybody doing? Yeah, we have a different rotation this time. Usually Ben's
unintentional, but it's not bad.
Yeah. No, I don't mind it.
Yeah. It's like,
Ben, how was Vegas? How much money did you lose?
I didn't lose any money.
None?
No. I was just telling Taft, dude. I got up $2,000 in 3 days, and so I came home with money. So this is
hell yeah.
Awesome. Yeah.
Did you win $2,000? How much were you up?
So as I say, the first hour at New York on one hand of Let It Ride, I won $1,000 on a $5 bonus bet, 200 to 1 odds on that. And then I say the day after Game 3, there was a specific slot machine, in which case the major was maxed out, that my wife was trying to hit for like 2 days. She ended up going to the bathroom. She's like, "Hey, play this game until I come back." I'm like, "Okay." Fucking hit the major while she was in the bathroom.
No. Wow, good for you. Good for you guys.
And yes, I gave her some of the money, so don't worry.
I'm pretty sure that's 50-50 now, Benji.
Yeah.
I mean, we're locked in 50-50 for the rest of the time.
Right. That's what I'm saying. I'm pretty sure that's 50-50 now.
But yeah, as always, cannot wait to go back to Vegas, going back in August for a little boys trip.
And that's
boys
nice.
With a Z.
Like I said, Ben, you got to get like a condo or something there. You're there.
I should also go to a meeting about my gambling addiction on top of which too, but you know.
Oh, hello, chat. Sorry, I forgot to say hey on the side.
Man.
How's everybody doing? Tef, what are you up to, man? How's everything going?
Oh man, everything's been great. Instagram's been working the hell out of me. So there's that. Just jumped in the bonus program. So my Memorial Day. So they've been there. I guess these have been these little spring bonus things have been kind of sporadic. But yeah, so I got into that. So I've been trying to challenge myself to do reels and carousels every day.
Good shit.
But Memorial Day for us was pretty cool. Just chilled out. We actually ended up going to a a rooftop bar over in Atlanta, and we actually watched the Pacers game, like the last little bit of it.
R.I.P. R.I.P.
Seriously.
Yeah. But the crab and salmon dip we had up there was pretty tasty. So it's a bittersweet moment. I felt bad for Ben, but my stomach was happy for the dip that we all.
I felt even worse for my parlay that I had, because if Indiana had won game 3, my $5 bet would have gotten me $350.
Oh man.
Damn.
But you're up 2,000, Ben. Like that's like
right.
Small
Ben will find a way to complain about a bet in any capacity.
Oh my God.
Logan, congrats, man. Congrats on the honeymoon. Congrats on the nuptials as well.
The fact that you're actually watching the show while on your honeymoon is a testament to how loyal of a fan you are of the show, and we appreciate
it. Love it. Hell yeah. Well, hey, we got some good hats to show off this week. A lot of hats to show off.
A lot of hats.
A lot.
Benji, am I taking over for Site
I
Sleepers?
say let Tef do it. Tef killed it last week on Site Sleepers. I mean, I say
hell yeah, let's do it.
Go 2 for 2. All right, let's see what we can do here. Technology, don't make a fool out of me. Especially when Ben gave me such great props and kudos. All right, so can everybody see my screen? We're good?
Not yet. In a second. I got it, Ben.
No worries.
Oh.
Perfect. All right.
There we go.
So definitely wanted to cover a couple things with you guys. Obviously the new fitteds are up, but if you have been paying attention to the Hat Club app, you probably have seen the socks have gone up, the air freshener has gone up, and the chair has all gone up. So if you check your Hat Club app, I think it should be like under the drops or recent like new items that should be there.
Chairs are all shot. They're all gone.
Oh man. So I saw them like probably about an hour or 2 ago. So that already that just tells you they're flying. But
I know there was like a small addition of new chairs, just because the fact that the ones that we had at the NoHo store and the LA store got shipped back to the warehouse.
Oh, good shit.
What?
Nice. I said good shit. So there might be some left.
Yeah.
From what I knew that they were gone, but that was a couple days ago. That wasn't an hour ago.
So definitely recommend, if you guys haven't checked the app, definitely do so. I went ahead and got myself a pair of socks. I'm gonna try to see if there's a chair there left, but if not, I feel like the socks is definitely a good consolation prize for me. I feel good about that. But getting into the Site Sleepers, this is actually a restock, but I felt it was appropriate to highlight again. Kind of called this the one that lost Fuji the last time, but really good two-tone, gray, purple, pink UV. As you guys can imagine, we're still in pinky season, full tilt. This is made in China. This was a really good crown. I think NoHo at one point teased it and then released it actually in store. So this, I believe, is a restock, but still really good crown.
Baton Rouge, Ben.
Oh
yeah. Actually, the chat is saying the chairs are still up. So that's
good shit. Everybody. Chat, y'all better go run them up. But
I know that it's definitely not heavy inventory then if there's stuff on there. So Jeff Peace is saying hit F11. I don't know what that's
F11
because you're like showing like your tabs too.
Oh, okay, got you. So I'll just like delete some of those. So and I'll do hide this. So yeah, so I mean, I wanted to show full screen just in case. Like because I know sometimes when I showed it on the actual smaller window, some of the details got clipped. But yeah, another really good crown. Like I said, pink UV, black guts, made in China, another restock. But I think this was something that you could definitely do a lot of good work in, especially for this season. So we'll go back to the new arrivals page. So also have some like other like new crowns here. So this Arizona D-backs. Now, was this a restock, guys, or this is actually new for us?
That one actually is a new one. Like we've done variations of a Sedona red, but we've never just done like a straight like
usually they're two-tones.
Upper visor combo like that.
Yeah, but another really good Arizona crown. I mean, I always feel like the spell out with the copper inside of that with the white outline is always it's a solid every day. If you guys like the Wild Valley, because that Sedona red was used in Wilder's crown, I feel like you'll like this one as well. It's tonal, gray UV, black guts, made in China as well. And you have that copper, black, and Sedona red on your Batterman flat stitch. So I think it's a really good crown, like a really good solid every day. If you got the Cardinal 3s, even if you got fire red 4s, anything that's really pretty much white and red, this is a good crown for you to pick up. I think so. Moving through here, this is one that I think I've seen the City Connects on newera.com, but I kind of really like this one. I think it's more so because of the fact that you have like the cherry blossom as the side patch.
Oh yeah.
And I feel like Washington as a city connect, they did a really good job with that. If you're from the DC area, you obviously know about the Cherry Blossom Festival. So I think this was like a really nice homage to that. Again, very good fall colors. You got your lavender and maroon. Also you have like your this is also a pink UV as well, black guts. I think this one is also made in China. But a really solid crown, still
Good
full
crown.
size run up there. I think a few things you
First
can do
time
with
I've seen us do a lavender maroon combo too.
yeah, I was thinking about
Definitely
that
not going to be the last time you see it.
Oh, really?
Oh yeah.
Ooh.
Good shit.
So
There's actually one in particular I'm looking forward to.
Oh, very nice. There's a chair.
yep, and the chairs are still up there. So for those
Hell
that
yeah.
weren't aware what the price point was for the chairs, $50 for the chairs. I think it's 15 for the socks, and I believe it's 5 for the air freshener. Yes. Okay, look at me knowing the website. But like Austin was saying, definitely want to go ahead and cop these when you can. I feel like if the Hat Club chair inventory isn't high, I definitely feel like the next go-to item is going to be these socks. I can
Mhm.
feel like a lot of people are going to cop these and wear these during the summer. Um, Last week's episode, I think 2 weeks ago now, we covered the Sandstorm. These were more of the flex fits. Well, that's what they were called, Austin, or
Yeah, they're the hitch.
Hitch
So
fits.
they're like almost like an A-frame, but with like a
Mhm.
softer structure to it.
Mhm.
Super comfortable hat. Like definitely one of, if not the most comfortable hat I own. I bought the D-backs.
Mhm.
Shout out to Flo and Chief on that shoot too. They
Yeah.
Yeah.
crushed it. So
Yeah.
one thing that Chief actually pointed out to me that I don't think we went over on
Mhm.
recap, but like a lot of the 47 logos are
Mhm.
different colors depending on the hat.
Yeah, I
I
think
did notice that.
yeah, I noticed that some of them were like kind of like a sail color, some were like silver, and I think some were just like that bone white, that we're kind of used to seeing. But from a 47 and like embroidery perspective, really, really tight stitching here. Really good crown. I actually really feeling like I'm gonna probably get the Detroit Tigers of this. I think I really want that one.
That was the one I
Um,
was debating between when I was there. It was Tigers and D-backs.
That one's
right.
definitely my personal favorite of all of them.
Yeah, definitely have some good crowns in there. But then, like I said, we also have some of our green velvets that are left. Still a good, I think, healthy size run for most of these. I want to say
Mhm.
that I think these are still having like a pretty good amount of size run. So the
Yeah.
socks, I think, which is the one that we thought was going to move pretty quick, still have pretty much most sizes left. But again, like really good crowns, really good things to pick up if you need like a solid every day. Get your Christmas hat early, type of
Yeah.
things you can do. And then and then also we still have some of the pink bottom part one left. So we have the Seattle, have the Toronto, and then it looks like we even have some of DJ Killer Squid's crowns left, the 7/1/8 and 7 1/4.
Very
So
nice.
Barely.
That is
Hanging
yeah.
on
a
there.
cord crown, folks, too. So that's
Hmm.
not it's cord crown, not cord top visor though. So
Yeah. So yeah, core crown, and then it's like yeah, you said poly top visor, metallic, silver. You have your light blue again from a team that's in that same state and city area. If you know, you
It,
know.
it's a good hat for fall for many reasons. We'll put it that
I
way.
think so. I think if
oh,
you
for
have a,
sure. For
I think
sure.
if you, I think if you definitely have a certain type of starter or chalk line jacket, this will go really good, really
Yeah, you might
crazy.
want to kick off fall with that one, you know?
Wink, wink, nudge, nudge.
Yep.
But yeah, I mean, I think as far was there any ones that you guys saw?
I mean,
That you
I can't believe that Seattle still has a decent size run if you scroll up.
yeah, this one.
Uh yeah, that pinky. That one might come home at some point for me.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
might give it a okay. My size is still there, so I might give it a
Yeah,
day or
my
two on
yeah,
size
that
is
one
still
too.
there. The eighth is still there. That might come
yeah.
home with me at some point.
3/8,
Um,
1/2. I was actually the one I'm actually the most surprised about because I think when Ben showed it off, a lot of people were talking about it as well. Was this Toronto Blue Jays as
yeah,
well?
it's really
Like,
nice. I saw it in person. It's a really nice looking
mhm.
hat. So
Yeah, I really like what we did on the side patch as far as like having that lighter color in the globe for the World
Mm-hmm.
Series patch, and then actually kind of building the metallics out from the outside of that. But again, another good crown. Um, Again, man, there's some good stuff up there. This is a really, really good time for the site, especially with us having part two, which we'll be showing in hand tonight of Pink
mhm.
Bottoms part two. But I mean, there's definitely some great stuff up there. So if y'all haven't had a chance to check it out, definitely check it out. If you haven't gotten a chair, get one. If you haven't gotten socks, get one. And if you haven't gotten an air freshener, you guessed it, get one.
Adrian saying he missed out on the pre-order. Yep, did bad there. So you had a few days to get it in, but the rumor mill is spewing that New Era might be able to get the production in a little bit early, so you might not have to wait till August. What I'm hearing, but no guarantees there.
Yeah,
and I feel like with every other pre-order we've done, there's always like a few extras that we'll get in just because of size exchanges and stuff like that. So you will more than likely get a second crack at it once they.
For sure.
Yeah, I was like, but it was like I said, Cookie Martini was a really, really good pack. Like I said, we showed it off last week. Yeah, man. Like I said, if you had a chance to get that Angels, or I think what was the other one that was there?
What's the one that you have, Tef?
I have the Angels, so that's the one that I did the reel around. That was like by far my favorite. I think. I mean, all of them are great, but I think that one by far.
The Rays one, because it was the one that had the full script Rays with the devil ray. I saw somebody in the comments saying, "When you guys gonna have more Rays hat?" I'm like, "Bro, we just had the pre-order."
Yeah, we've done a few Rays hats the past few weeks. Yeah. We did that one that was like very like ombre looking too. So
yeah, I feel like that wasn't there a Rays that we did in the horror pack? Was it 2.0? Was it 2.0 or 3.0?
It was 2.0.
Yeah, I felt like there was like, was it that same logo? Or was it different?
It was technically a different logo. So say it's like small differences, very small differences.
Yeah, it's like, but I mean, definitely like there were some like good ones throughout the pack. Like Elk Dot said, the Yankees was crazy. Oh, sorry, Austin, it was decent. There was that, but I mean, top to bottom, 8 different styles. Really great crowns. I mean, for those of you guys that were able to cop the pre-order, shouts out to y'all, because
that's high praise calling a Yankees hat decent. Like,
yeah, I'm gonna
need to stay in the box.
I'm sure that David or someone's gonna correct me very soon. They're gonna be like, hey.
Well, Elk Dot says the Yankees was the one.
Yeah, I mean, the 99. I think it's any time that we ever executed with the 99, especially with metallics in that side patch, it just always is there. Again,
Shauna's happy with Great Malls drops. It's a rare day when we have a happy Shauna, so this is a win.
No, he was tearing it up. He got like a couple hats over like the last like 48 hours. So
hell yeah,
Shauna,
on Twitter.
I have good news for you tonight. There's definitely some SF enhanced that we're going to be showing tonight. So stick around or rewatch the stream if you have to hop out for any reason. But we kept you in mind for this stream. We said, you know what? Yes. Who would want to see a lot of San Francisco's? Shauna. Yeah. Let's do
it. Peace is asking what happened to the Texans interlock. It's been ages since we've heard about that hat. You're not gonna have to wait long.
I think there's one dropping in June.
Yeah, you might not have to wait too long, my friend.
Well, okay. In regard to because there's the one that we dropped at HTX 24, and that was the one I kept seeing, and the one I definitely physically saw in the warehouse, and so I thought it was going to go on the website, but then because we did the pop-up, that's why we sent it there. So I wasn't a liar in saying that, we were dropping one.
No, and I
know there's more than one in the works. So like I can confirm that. So it's not going to be too long.
And yes, Chief, I did see that Braves 99. Y'all are, I don't know what it is, man, about Hat Club LA, man. Y'all just cranking out crazy Braves hats like left and right. I'm just like, really? Wow.
LA is a Braves town, evidently.
LA is, which is crazy because of the Dodgers being right down the street. I mean, shouts out to Freddie. Freddie's bringing the Braves energy to Dodger country. I appreciate him for that. I need all the prayers, chat.
Yeah, and just has interjected some Braves into LA as well.
Yeah,
so.
Yeah, he has.
Yeah,
it's crazy. Chief, did you want me to move there? When the cost is not on my entire life savings, I will gladly embrace LA as my second home. But I need a little bit more. I need like Ben's luck. I need to go to Vegas. I need to be up about 20,000. Then I'll consider
it. Oh, hey, my luck in Vegas only happens Memorial Day weekend. That is it. Any other time I go, I am just in the throes of pain.
Good Lord, Ben. Thugnificent said that we need to give Chief free shipping on the chair. We don't even get free shipping.
Oh man,
So we don't even get free shipping.
Yeah, that's
Chief,
valid.
add on a 940. You've been saying for months now you're gonna try out the 940. This is your time. It's gonna get you over the free shipping threshold.
It's time.
It's time.
But yeah, so we're kicking it off with the are we going pink bottom 2.0? That's
yeah, because that's dropping tomorrow, 11 a.m.
Yeah,
Pacific,
let me
2 p.m.
get
Eastern,
the adjusted
hackclub.com,
right.
Hack Club app. And then this week, actually, Tafuri got all the hats just because we weren't sure on the timing of me getting back from Vegas, so wanted to make sure they were in hand, and let's do it.
Yeah, so we have, let's see here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Or excuse me, can I count? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yes, 7 different styles coming at you guys tomorrow, 11 a.m. PST, 2 p.m. EST on the Hack Club app, hackclub.com. So we're gonna start here with Ben.
There we go. The best one. We can stop from this point forward.
We can stop from here. Ricky Henderson patch. Obviously, this is like a really, really good crown. Athletics, green, gold, team colors essentially. Like I said, pink UV, black guts. Batterman also in those team colors, green, white, and gold. And these are all going to be made in China.
That one is amazing, Ben. I wish I said Oakland for you, but it is insane.
I feel like this is a really good one. As a matter of fact, chat, this is the one that I actually asked to be invoiced on. Get an invoice for. I wanted this.
I can accept the fact that it says Athletics and not Oakland on this.
Yep.
It's a really good crown. It's a really good crown.
Then number 2. Shouts out to Philadelphia. Well, I can't say that as a Braves fan, but shouts out to Philadelphia for this hat.
Hey.
Very good Philly script here. Copper on the ball trail, actually coming up to the baseball right here. World Series patch on the side, 2008 Phillies. There's all metallics throughout here. Pewter in the back. I think this is more of like almost like a burnt, like a rust colored stitching right here for the Phillies. This is the Batterman, rust, that orange and white, pink UV, black guts, made in China.
I think that's a side patch that we haven't used before because I know we've had World Series champions, but never the one with the actual Phillies like script logo on the top of it.
I think that's a media logo, Ben.
I want to say that this was maybe on the Level Up pack. I want to say that I was like trying to remember, but maybe I'll have to go back and go check. Chat correct us on that if we're wrong, or if I'm wrong this time. Yeah, Cap Crusader.
Yeah,
like
Cap
I'm
Crusader
thinking
it was on the Level Up pack.
Yep. Pack of great games. And while Ben's looking that up, Chana, this one is for you. We're going out to the Bay, San Francisco, 1989 World Series patch, metallic, like electric blue, that blue gray kind of stitching we are accustomed to seeing now. Green on the field, that rust color. Then we also have that 80s San Francisco logo. Button is going to be black. Top visor is black. Pink UV, black guts. And this is the Batterman. Black.
Okay. Not gonna lie, that's actually a pretty decent looking hat for a Giants hat.
Yeah, I couldn't tell that it was black. It looked like dark green.
Yeah, initially when I looked at these, and that's why I kind of adjusted the lighting a little bit because I wanted people to be able to kind of see the color stratification a little bit better.
Yeah, now that you say that it's black, I definitely see it for sure.
Yeah,
it is confirmed. Level Up pack was the first time we used that Phillies World Series champion. So my bad on that one. Good call to Furry.
Listen, I'm feeling like I'm saying I'm getting my Hat Club trivia.
I think
getting in that bag now.
Ben has to retire. I mean, his trivia knowledge as of recent weeks has been pretty atrocious.
Oh, the 2 questions at Dodger Stadium that I totally blew it on. I'm like haunted by that.
Also, it's like it's been a downward spiral. Shouts out to my guy Mark and DJ Killer Squid. Got to show Detroit some love. Motor City, World Series patch, 1984. I really like this crown a lot.
I do too.
The more I kind of sat with it and looked at it, the more I really, really enjoyed it. Pewter, that metallic blue, like steel blue almost. This is really so in hand. It looks more like navy. It is navy, so I would assume it's basically team colors. So you have this burnt orange for your crown color, navy button, pink UV, black guts. Batterman here, gray, that steel blue, and that white, made in China.
Now, the only reason why I'm not getting this one is because of Ben, actually.
Yeah, Elk Dot pointed it out too.
So I have a 2-tone burnt orange Detroit Tigers D logo hat. So that's literally the only reason why I'm not scooping this one up.
Yeah.
This one's sick.
And Chief, I'm glad that you called that out, because when I first saw the pictures for this, I thought that this was violet, but it's not. It actually is navy. So it's kind of, it's more of like, it's not your traditional navy. It's kind of more like a lighter navy. So it's like, it's kind of difficult to describe, but you can kind of see it on camera. It's pretty close to the traditional Detroit team colors,
which is awesome. And I will say, in regard to the similar look in regard to the Big Ben's Knockouts one, I mean, that one's sold out. So it's like, you get another crack at it technically.
Like Rat's navy, I'd say so. I would say so. Yeah, Ray. I would say a little bit lighter than Ray's navy, a tad bit. Like if I held up a Ray's hat next to it, let me see. One of my brim switches tonight, I'll hold up a navy crown so you can kind of see the difference.
That's such a great typo.
Next up, got the Pittsburgh Pirates. This arguably to me is like, this is my favorite of the pack. Shouts out to Tiana. She actually did a get ready with me today for this crown and really just solidified that I really need it. Like I said, red top crown color, black top visor. You got the 1959 All-Star Game patch. If you remember Hat Club LA, but then we also stocked it on the Hat Club app. We had the Pittsburgh script with this same side patch. Similar color blocking, but I think the crown color was black and the brim was actually red. So we kind of did a little bit of a flip here. And you have the gold outline on the P, pink UV, black guts. Show you guys the Batterman here. So the Batterman is actually still team colors. Like, so it's black, yellow, and white. I was thinking we were going to go red on that, but I think because of the crown color, it just made more sense to, go with stick with the traditional team colors, and made in China.
I don't know if you guys remember this, but back in the 90s and early 2000s, so think like Brian Giles on the team, the Pirates actually wore jerseys in that specific color scheme where it was like red primarily with the black, the yellow. It reminds me a lot of that, and that's actually why I dig it the most.
Didn't it have the cut off sleeves?
Hell yeah, it did.
Yeah, they did. Yeah. So next up, shouts out a two-piece Nat.
Oof.
Good Diamondbacks script, actually. So the full Diamondbacks out. If you saw the 500 pesos, that two-piece Nat did before, there's also another, like variant of that. It's from a crown color perspective. So black crown color, red top visor. Got the 1998 Diamondbacks side patch here, pink UV, black guts. Then you have your black, and you have your copper color here on the Batterman, and made in China.
Okay, chat is loving this one.
Yeah, I think this is like, a lot of people said this is the one, and I don't blame them on that. This is a very, very clean. And the patch is, somebody called it out, the patch is a little bit larger on this one, but that really doesn't bother me as much on this crown.
Yeah,
no, I cut out there. I was gonna say a lot of people on the Instagram chat are saying they're looking forward to the San Diego one.
What's that?
A lot of people on the Instagram chat. I was going back and forth between the two, and so they're looking forward to seeing what the San Diego one is.
Yeah, and shouts out to Max Season, because he actually showed this off recently on the San Diego Padres.
Sexy.
So, yeah, got brown for your top for your crown color. This is black for your top visor color. So you have the SD in two different colors. You have it in, like, basically those are team colors, so white and orange. Then you have the Swinging Fire 40th Padres side patch, pink UV, black guts, black, and I guess you'd say this is more like a rust or copper in the Batterman, with white, made in China.
Dope.
I've said this before, and I'll say it many times over. I am a sucker for that early to mid 90s dual color for the SD logo. I feel like we need to incorporate that a lot more.
And it's like, I mean, so these, let's see here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So these 7 styles will be dropping tomorrow. Hat Club app, hatclub.com, 11 a.m. PST, 2 p.m. EST. These are going to fly. I have a really, really strong feeling these are going to fly. Like, I think, I definitely think that the D-backs, the Pirates, and I say the Athletics. I think the Athletics is going to be the dark horse tomorrow. I think a lot of people are going to go for that one.
I feel like it's going to be Pirates first, then the Tigers, then the Diamondbacks, and then probably fourth will be the Padres.
It's interesting.
That's your top 3, or that's what you think is going first?
I mean, it's my top 3 personally, but I think it's also the 3 that are going to go the fastest.
Okay.
Which ones you got, Austin? What's your top 3?
My top 3 are Detroit, D-backs, then Pittsburgh, with a 3A on that Oakland cap.
3A.
I feel like I really just feel like, chat, y'all really have to holding this hat in hand and you really kind of seeing it. I know that two tones are like sexy and that's the thing that everybody likes right now, but this is probably one of like the cleanest tonals I think we've done in a minute. I really, really like how this was executed. Team color is perfect. And something about green and pink. I mean, green eggs and ham. I mean,
I know
we've done it now so many times where it's like, come on, bro, that
ain't a damn thing wrong.
Still works.
Yep, ain't a damn thing wrong with it.
Nope,
and Philly 42086 says, "Good. Nobody likes the Giants."
Listen, I mean, the Giants to me is like funny thing is I feel like Frosty was teasing this a lot, like earlier in the month. I feel like he was wearing it a lot. He was just like, "Yo, I really like how this, how they came out and everything." And I was like, and I couldn't blame him. Like when I actually looked at it in hand, I think it's just something about. I think it's green, black. This is a really, really good crown. I think it's tough.
And these are all China.
These are all China, yes.
Okay.
I didn't see any Laoses or any other countries in here. So I think these are all Chinas.
Yeah.
Chief
letting us know very clearly where his allegiances lie when it comes to baseball.
Scotty says that a lot of people are going to be crying in Discord tomorrow.
I believe it.
Don't doubt that.
I'll be ready.
That.
Yeah, so I think that's like, so then we're moving on to the next. This is the variety pack that's dropping on
Saturday. I got this one just because I have the photos for them, and then we'll jump back to you with the ones with the physical in hand. So
sounds good.
1 sec, guys. Boom. All right. So there's a lot dropping on Saturday.
Jeez.
Ben, you're frozen there, bud.
Now you're back. You're
back.
There we go. Because I just cut over to the photo set here. So there's a lot dropping on Saturday. A lot. And there's going to be some fitteds, there's going to be some A-frames, but for the most part, adjustable A-frames, because every single hat that's dropping this Saturday is actually an A-frame, including these. Let me go a little bit of a zoom in here to kind of give you guys the details on this. So no specific name or anything like that, but it is an A-frame fitted. So as you can see from the point, I got the little hand over the icon right there. So it doesn't have the full stitch going through the front of the logo. So exactly like an A-frame adjustable you guys have been used to right now. Still got the point, but regardless, it still fits. So Texas Rangers up first with the 2024 All-Star Game side patch, black crown, teal interior logo with the metallic red exterior to it, crimson red button, crimson red upper visor, and it is going to be a grander visor. I'll show you guys the details here in a sec once I go through all the teams.
Yeah, so chat, AB, aka Wilder Fitteds, and Davey, they're in love with these hats. So they were saying that they look sick in person. I unfortunately didn't get to see these when I was in Arizona. They weren't unboxed yet, but
correct.
Evidently they're really nice looking crowns, and like the fit is really good. They didn't have any complaints on like sizes or anything from it being an A-frame to standard 5950. So really good crowns. Seems like. I also thought that the logos, we'll go through the logos. I thought the logos looked big. It was just the pictures. I literally had them do a side by side of like a standard 5950 with the A-frame. The logo is the exact same size. So, and they even measured it because I was like, why does that look big on the crown?
Yeah.
And they're like, no, it doesn't.
This Toronto is monstrous. I'm not even gonna lie to you. That's crazy. Yeah. I really like that.
Yeah, a lot of good metallics on
this. Same size, Yogi.
Well, I was gonna say it just goes back to when you don't have that stitch seam going down the front with the logo. I can imagine that's why it looks, because you just have so much open space to work with when putting the logo in there.
Good call out from Elk. That I feel like I like this one a little bit more than Captain Planet, just because of the fact that the crown is black. I think that with that pack, because of just the colors that we used, it was different. So I think for a lot of people that aren't really super colorful when it comes to their collections, that's probably why they weren't super happy with that pack per se. But I really like how we went, the route we went with this.
Yeah. So this is number 2, Toronto Blue Jays. So 2004 primary logo. So the muscle bird with the 30th anniversary side patch. Number 3, it's been a while since we've done a Colorado Rockies. So we've got the primary logo for the front logo and the 1998 All-Star Game side patch.
Interesting. Have we ever done that combination before? Front logo side patch combination before?
Yes.
I don't know.
Short answer.
I don't know. I can't think of it off the top of my head.
I thought it was cactus fruit that we did this for.
I've normally seen that we've done the CR with that one. And like normally when we do that Colorado Rockies, like I guess that's like, is that a spring training logo, Ben?
No, the spring training logo has like the cactus and everything.
The cactus and everything in it.
Basic primary logo.
So the chat asked a good question. I'm not seeing it either. Do these not have any eyelets on the front panel?
They do. Not on the front panel, but everywhere else around, because you can see here, one sec.
Yeah, I can see it on the side. Yeah, the question was the front panel.
Sorry. But yeah, I mean, because the fact that even the A-frames don't have eyelets on the front panel, so.
Yeah.
Okay.
A-frame adjustables, that is.
Cool. I kind of dig that.
Hold on one sec.
And then I did see someone ask if it like sits lower because it's an A-frame or if it like is higher even. It's the exact same, evidently. I asked on that and they said really the only difference is that your front comes to a point.
It's not bad.
So
yeah.
All right, number 4, Chicago Cubs, sleeve patch alternate logo with the 1990 All-Star Game side patch.
This is one where I kind of feel like sometimes having that center steam kind of doesn't always make you realize how small that front logo is. I feel like on this hat now, because of how much more space you have on that first panel, you can actually kind of see how small that front logo is.
It's kind of funny that we talked about the other logos being so much bigger for the exact same reason. So
yeah,
right.
I like this. I like the color, the color scheme setup on this one.
Yeah, that might be this one might be my favorite. The Toronto is really good too. Though.
Toronto's pretty hard.
Yeah, Toronto's probably sitting in my number 1 slot right now.
Did we lose Ben? I think we lost Ben.
He's coming back.
What?
We lost you there for,
we lost
for a second, bud.
Usually I get a warning about it, but it didn't happen this time.
Are you still trying to watch the IG live and do this at the same time?
No.
Okay.
No, because I'm cycling through the photos. It's just because I'm sharing the photos. That's the only reason why this is happening.
Right.
Yeah. Chat also on Instagram said something about the circle on the Cubs was flat stitch, so that might be why it also looks a little bit smaller. I didn't notice that. It isn't raised. It doesn't look like it's raised.
No, it is not.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Is that LA flat stitch too? That
looks the LA definitely looks 3-dimensional.
Raised. Yeah, I think it looks raised.
I don't know. That's a little optical illusion it's looking.
Yeah, maybe.
But the one thing I will say is this is the LA logo for this one is a little bit bigger just because of the fact that from that era, the 1950s and early 1960s, it was a slightly bigger LA logo. So that's not an illusion.
Yeah. Hi TTV with a good question. Was there any reason why? I mean, because All-Star games, it just has to be that a player from the team had to be represented at the All-Star game. But was there a specific reason why we paired LA with the Pirates for this crown?
I think it's because we can't do the sombrero one anymore, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay.
Yeah, because that one kind of got phased out a year or so ago, if I'm not mistaken. What?
I don't understand why they retired the sombrero.
I don't know. Bunch of haters. And then this is the last one. This one goes out to a very specific person in the chat who is asking for a Mariners hat. Block S Seattle Mariners 30th anniversary for the side patch. This one is my personal favorite, of course.
That drop shadow S, man, is still undefeated. I don't really with that side patch combination it's really tough to bid against that one. And Chief actually with good information as well about that other LA. He was like, that was the only year that they had 2 All-Star games. So
there he is. 406 Brent. That's what I was looking for.
No SF on this one, Shauna. Sorry, man.
Sorry.
It's okay, Sean. I got you.
Yeah.
With the enhance. I
Not
got
like
you.
we didn't just show off a SF 5 minutes ago.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Flat stitch Batterman on the back of all these. So kind of like borderline Sedona red with the teal. And interior details. So gray under visor. The one thing I will say in regard to the bill, it is actually a little bit more squared off as opposed to the full round, like a typical 5950. Black on the sweatband, and all these are made in China, if I'm not mistaken.
Interesting. I didn't realize that it had more of that squared off brim.
I didn't know that either, or maybe it's just a bad photo. It looks
could be the angle. Could be the angle. Or I think we should get confirmation on that before we spread the rumors that it's got a square brim.
Yeah. AB, where you at, brother?
I know, rising in chat right now. So 2 good questions in chat right now. Denzi said, hope you didn't miss much. You just got in. You did miss a lot. So you missed variety pack tomorrow, Pinky season variety pack. And then these are the brand new 5950 A-frames that are coming this Saturday.
June 1st.
So a fitted A-frame. So I'm going to pick one up, see how I like it. I'm feeling pretty confident on it. I love the design. I think they crushed on the first design. I think John did these, if I remember correctly. Yeah, and good looking hats. And then Vibe Conda asked if there's any 940 A-frames coming. And
there are
disappointed, sir.
A lot. So there's like 5 different colorways. I'm gonna have to hammer through like really fast on these, and I swear I'll go through quickly. So all these are going to be black and dark khaki. So Arizona Diamondbacks first up at the 25th anniversary. Next up is going to be New York Yankees 1999 World Series. Austin's favorite, of course.
Throw it out. Send it back.
New York Mets.
Now that is a good hat.
There we go.
That
With
is
the road script front logo and the 40th anniversary for the side patch. Atlanta Braves 1995 World Series, and another Chicago Cubs with that alternate side patch or sleeve patch logo.
I'm liking
also
that
1990 All-Star Game side
Cubby
patch.
Space logo tonight.
Yeah.
Toronto Blue Jays up next. So early 90s front logo, 10th anniversary for the side patch. Arizona Diamondbacks D logo with the 1998 inaugural season side patch.
Capped Crusader. You have seen these online before. They got accidentally uploaded to the site. So
yes, they did.
So that if you have seen these online before, you're not wrong. So they are no longer on the site. They'll be available Saturday.
And then this is the last one, LA Dodgers script with the 100-year anniversary for the side patch. So yes, all these, including the 5950 A-frames, 11 a.m. Pacific, 2 p.m. Eastern, hackclub.com, Hack Club app. Oh, but wait, there's more. Here's the snap feature on the back, of course. Gray under visor, black sweatband, yada, yada, yada. Made in China. Next up, we got black and white with team colorway side patches. So this is basically like the City Sleeps hats that we did for the 5950s.
Correct.
Now they are in the A-frame format for the adjustables. Diamondbacks up first. 20th anniversary World Series champions from the 2001 World Series. San Francisco Giants, Battle of the Bay side patch, of course. LA Dodgers, 40th anniversary. Houston Astros script from the mid-90s, 45th anniversary Tequila Sunrise side patch. New York Yankees, 1999 World Series. Anaheim Angels, 60th anniversary.
Ooh, I like
it's
that.
a good color combination on this one.
I do like that.
Really glad they went with the gold halo on this one.
Yes, agreed.
Seattle Mariners.
Oh, that looks nice too.
2023 All-Star Game for the side patch, and I'm pretty sure this is the last one of the City Sleeps A-frame adjustables. Nope, sorry, Arizona Diamondbacks up next. My apologies. Actually, no, this is a different one. This is completely
that's not. Yeah, that's not the yard backs.
So upside down A logo, of course, with the 1998 inaugural season side patch. LA Dodgers Mexican flag. This is going to be the red and white version. I believe we have a team colorway version as well. If I can get to it, there we upside down LA logo. So the two-tone. That's going to be a chrome white crown, not an optic white crown. Dodger blue button, Dodger blue upper visor. No side patch, so plain Jane grander visor. Another Arizona Diamondbacks, all metallic gold out for the D logo, 25th anniversary, light tan crown, black button, black upper visor, and this will have a gray under visor on it as well.
So these were all done in fitteds, I believe, and now we're bringing them into 940s. So,
San Francisco Giants, brown for the crown, dark green, not quite forest green, but darker green for the upper visor and button, 50th anniversary for the side patch.
Switch.
Gray under visor. Another Arizona Diamondback, so a little bit of a darker shade of khaki, more in the sense of peanut butter style. But team colorway for the D logo, 2001 All-Star game for this, or sorry, 2001 World Series for the side patch. My apologies. It looks like this was going to actually have a brown under visor to it, not gray, not green, but dark brown.
We have done this colorway before. I believe I have one.
I feel like
Forget
you do
which
too.
team I have. But I think I have.
That is it.
Ben, how have you been doing on your bets for bench warmers?
Actually, well, believe it or not,
I am in the not section of that.
I
need to go back and look at the footage.
All right, so this is going to be a variety pack that's going to be dropping on June the 2nd. We got 1, 2, 3.
Sunday.
5. Yep. So Sunday crowns for y'all. I'm gonna start it out here, out in LA, upside down LA. Tonal crown, white button. It's gonna be a gray UV, white guts. It's going to be made in China.
Basically, just a retro on-field flip.
Yeah, retro on-field.
I love the simplicity of this goddamn hat.
Yeah.
I feel like this was like when we did the Jackie Robinson pack not too long ago. I think that actually, like, that was the one that flew.
I feel like that should just be regular stock at Melrose.
Agreed. This one for Shauna, Kelly Green or darker Kelly Green UV, San Francisco, full out spell out on this front logo, side patch, 50th anniversary, San Francisco Giants. Then for the Batterman, team colors, black guts, and this is going to be also made in China.
It's not a bad looking hat.
If you're going to be in the Great Mall area, there's a lot of Giants hats that are going to be dropping over the next couple of weeks.
I do like this hat, and also shouts out to Chief with the good call out. Walnut, two tones. That actually, I could see that. This could kind of low key be like a lost one. When I first saw this crown, I think the pictures, I thought that the top visor was actually like a darker green, but it's actually black. So black top visor, black button. So
that was a good collection last year, the walnut two tones.
Yeah,
very good. Very good. Next up, Serpientes. So D-backs side logo, Serpientes front logo, red crown, black top visor, black button, gray UV, black guts. I believe this is also made in China. And look at the Batterman there. You got your black, got your copper. And one thing I do like about this crown a lot is, like I said, red crown color. Serpientes script is actually all in black, but it's outlined in copper. I feel like whenever we do logos that are scripts or any type of letter front logos, we outline it with the metallic. It just kind of makes it pop more against that color. So very clean hat. Very good crown.
Hey, Philly 42086, congrats on the bonus. If you're planning on going to Great Mall, I will be there Friday morning if you want to swing by and chat or something.
Chief, I think it might be the same one. It might be a restock. Raw is saying that it's a restock.
Yeah,
and I trust
I believe it is a restock. Yeah, it looks orange on camera, but it is actually red. So might just be because of my lighting in here, but it is actually red. It's not like orange. Like it looks.
Yeah, you know what that means, Steph? You know what that means?
What?
It means Austin's going to get on your ass for the next year.
Yeah, everything's showing up a little bit lighter than
lighter.
It should.
Yeah, let me I'll probably dim the lights a little bit more so that you guys can actually see that.
Christian 37. Yes, all these that Tefuri are showing up right now are dropping Sunday, June 2nd. at 8 a.m. online and on the app?
Let's see here. So no, I'm still kind of coming up a little bit orange. I can kind of see it a little bit, but it is definitely red. It's not orange.
It's not Sedona red, so it's just like
Yeah.
red.
Okay. No, it's pure red.
Yeah, it's actually pure red. So sticking with the D-backs, purple UV, going with this is a kind of giving me a little bit cool fashion vibes. So
that's because it is.
Yep. So
really,
the
gentlemen,
team in the Arizona area, if you know,
first time back on IG Live, and you're dropping.
Yeah, it's like so very, very clean snakehead. So purple for the snakehead, orange on the eyes, white baseball on the front logo, 2001 World Series patch for the side patch, purple and orange on the Batterman with white, purple UV, black guts, and this is made in China.
We haven't dropped that one since the first time it dropped back in what was it, 2020? So
2020, yep.
It's an old one.
Yeah, if there's one that I would say to go after, this will be the one I'd be going after.
It's an old one for sure. This is a 4-year restock.
Yep. And then last but certainly not least, we're gonna end it with LA again. So this is an off-white crown color, saying like, basically you could say like a navy top visor color, 50th anniversary of Dodger Stadium on the side patch.
That one's
Mexican flag as the batterman instead of the traditional major league, black guts, and this is also made in China.
Vicanda, you're kind of on the right path there as far as what, if any, theme that's involved with that, but wrong brand.
Yep.
Yeah, and this on front LA is actually
there. It is
gold as well.
Man Chief is on it.
So yeah, so this will be. So I believe this is like. Let's see here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think there's a couple more.
I think there's like a total of 9 that are dropping. Those were just like the 5 where it's like we got to show these ones off, and
Yep. So these will be dropping on Sunday. These are variety packs, so 8 a.m. Pacific time. So that should be about 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. So be ready, be prepared.
Just
check the site when they drop. There might be something else that you like on there. So
1,000%.
There are like 2 other 3 in that mix that I guarantee are going to be very highly contested and sought after.
Right,
sir. So next variety pack we have, it's a lot of variety pack stuff dropping, by the way. These will be June the 3rd here. So I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So some of these you may have seen before. Others, this may be your first time seeing it. So we're going to start here. If you thought this was the Oakland Athletics like me and then realized you were an idiot because it's the Philadelphia Athletics, then yeah, we're in the same boat. But Philadelphia Athletics side patch, you got the World Series, Philadelphia Athletics 1911. If there's a Delta in your life, maybe this is a good crown to get them. No Batterman. So a lot of the time when we have crowns like this that are kind of like, I want to say one-offs, but things that are like unique combinations, this is one I would go after. Very solid every day, good wearable crown. I really like this, and I also like this side patch. This side patch is like mad unique. I don't feel like you see this a lot.
And so that one is a restock. Like we hammered through those the first time that we dropped.
Yeah, and the reason for no baddie is because of the era. So it's got what does it have, a 1911?
Yeah, 1911.
Yeah. So that's the reason for no baddie on that. I gotta tell you, I hope that we do more Philadelphia Athletics because I have the maroon 2-tone one. I love that hat.
So. Yep, this is a great crown. This is like, again, tonal black, so this is like a really solid everyday black guts, and this is made in China.
Yeah.
So that's number 1. Then for number 2, this is one that's definitely a restock. This is one I'm definitely going to try to get my hands on the second go round. Yankees. This is a World Series. Let's see here. 1957 World Series. Milwaukee Braves. It's one of the reasons why I heard that, Austin. Navy and pink on the baddie. White outline. Pink UV, black guts, and this is made in China. So I saw this, I think, actually out in the LA store when I first went to go visit. I didn't cop it at that time, and I was like, I'll go around to it. I ended up missing out on it, so I'm definitely not missing out on it this go around.
I think you're all right missing out on that again.
Wow.
I couldn't imagine why you would say that, Austin. I just don't know.
Uh-huh.
It's a disrespectful Wisconsin.
I think you're all right. So.
Listen, Southside Steven said you and Wisconsin have beef now. So here, so another one. This is actually so when we I think was it the reservation pack or which one was the pack that we had talked about that dropped in Arizona, I think last month or
it was that one, yeah.
Yeah, so like remember we talked about the Firebirds?
Southwest, are you talking about?
No, from the pop-up that we did at Mini Worlds.
Oh, okay. This was one of them?
Well, no, this was
you go, Tef.
Yes, like so I think one of the designers had talked about the Firebirds was actually one of the first like fitted hats that he ever had because we asked him that during the interview.
Okay.
And he was like, if he had a chance to do it again, he would actually do a Firebirds hat. So it's ironic that one of these is one of the hats in our variety pack is a Firebirds hat. So Firebirds, it's all tonal red. So there's outline here is actually copper, it's not gold. So you have like red, copper. And then you also have the black on the baseball itself. You have the Firebirds, Phoenix Firebirds on the side patch. Batterman, black, copper with red. I really like some of these MIOB Battermans, man. Like I really feel like they do a really good job of colors. Gray UV, black guts, and this is made in China.
You know what the lame part is? That they're changing the Batterman logo, or they did change the Batterman logo.
I like the new Batterman logo. I like it.
Yeah, like isn't the MILB one now supposed to basically be the
yeah,
MLB
but it's got like 3 stars. It's pretty sick.
Okay.
Lifted truck, thank you. Heritage pack is what we were trying to.
Heritage pack, yes.
Okay. Tef, when we're done with this stream, can you send Ben pics of the red one so we can throw that up on Twitter?
Yes, we can. I will definitely do that.
Cool.
So yeah, and also Chief, this is a flat stitched Batterman. This is not raised, so it is flat. So we got that. Next crown we have Gray UV, D-backs, definitely given, certain type of album. If you know, you know. 2001 World Series side patch here. Got the front primary D-backs logo. You can actually kind of really see in the light how that moves. Got the gray UV, black guts, made in China, and all black on the Batterman with white accents.
Now this was originally an LA exclusive, right?
Yes, it was.
Yes, it was. Chief slightly beat you to it. He was just like LA exclusive right there. Yeah,
I was gonna say, and part of it was like an offshoot of the Ox pack, hence the black and white Batterman logo.
Yeah, this was like one of the first few weeks that LA was open, right? We dropped that hat.
Yeah, they did not last very long.
No.
Yep, definitely one of the first. Next up, for those of y'all that were asking for NFL hats, bam, here we go. Arizona Cardinals. Got the
low key. I like the like differentiation there with the side patch. Like I've never seen that execution before.
No, this is very clean. I mean, I think like I'm not always like a super big fan of like NFL like crowns, but I really actually like this one. So front logo, you got your Cardinals front logo, side patch, state of Arizona with the logo superimposed in the state. NFL. I think this is actually so the NFL is actually metallic silver. You have red accents.
That looks sick
right there.
Sexy.
Gray UV, black guts, and this is also made in China. Very solid crown. Very, very solid.
So going back to the Houston Texans interlock, there's a surprising amount of NFL hats that are random and they drop throughout June.
And
I think they got delayed. I think they were originally supposed to be April.
And I feel like this is gonna hurt a lot of people, but hey, it's back, guys. Two-tone Yankee 99 World Series patch. I believe this one was a NoHo exclusive.
Yes, it was.
And so now it's going to be released as a variety pack. So navy crown color, black button, black top visor, gray UV, black guts, and made in China.
I like that hat.
Yep,
a lot.
You can kind of see what's
like
going on in 99.
I think mostly because it reminds me a lot of this one.
So
yes, very much so.
Chief said that they had it in LA and he slept. Come on,
How
Chief.
dare
You did all right there, Chief. Don't worry about it.
Oh man, it's gonna be one of those types of nights, Austin. I see. So let's see here. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Or hold on, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah. So we have 6 that we showed off in hand. I think that there's one more. I think that we didn't get that we didn't have in hand, right, Ben?
Yeah, I was gonna say, so that is the June 3rd release, correct?
Yes, this is the June 3rd.
So there's like 1 or 2 more hats for the June 3rd release. For the June 2nd release, I went back and looked at it. There's like 13 or 14 hats dropping that day, and of course, Teferi only showed off about 7 of them. And the primary reason why we didn't send all of them is because it's a lot more Diamondbacks, Dodgers, and Giants, and so since we already had to go off, we just didn't want to bombard you guys.
Yeah. But I feel like this is good variety. So here again, variety packs. This is dropping June the 3rd, 8 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. So you ready? And then while we do that, end up my brain switch real quick.
Lifted Truck said June is a pure panic month at Hat Club. Yeah, we're not even getting started in June. June is insane.
Yeah.
Nope. And then for this is for June the 4th. Another little bit of variety here. Let's get into it. So first crown, Kelly Green UV, Black Guts, LA Angels.
That's a beauty.
Yeah. I really do like this. Like, I like how we went
Holy hell.
maybe basically for the inside of the Angels. To basically match the top visor color. Button is the same navy. Outside, you have that lighter blue. I want that. That's actually metallic on the outside of that. And
Scotty
then
says she has to leave.
gold, metallic gold for the halo. And then obviously you have this on the side patch. So this is the 2010. So 2010 All-Star game side patch. That metallic blue, light blue stitching on the outside, pretty much matching the rest of the color scheme on the front logo. Like I said, Kelly Green UV, Black Guts. Here's the Batterman.
The Batterman is what sells it for me. Like,
navy, gold, and then the green is actually a really, really interesting color because if you look at the side patch, I'm trying to really get it in there so you guys can see it.
Yeah,
it's actually in the side patch. So that green is not just a one-off color that's actually in the crown.
Oh, Lordy, I think I gotta buy that.
Oh, I'm going to tip everybody off on this one. There is an LA Dodgers version in the same colorway, so keep your eyes and ears open for that.
Yeah, but there's something about this Angels one.
No, the Angels one is definitely the better of the two. I can happily admit that.
So,
damn,
I'm gonna have
my hat of the night. Not even joking.
Hat of the night. I don't know. So we got a icy here, another V-backs. So if y'all can see what's happening in the light with this
one's going to sell out instantly.
This is really, really tough. So as I said, ICUV. This is a two-tone, black crown color, navy upper visor, navy button. Then you got, like I said, the metallic steel blue in the inside of the V-backs with the navy on the outside scale. So that front logo right there. Side patch, you already know what time it is. 1998, an Argo season. This in the light is crazy.
I mean, aside from the one I'm wearing right now, in regard, like this is still going to be my personal favorite for the upside down A logo Diamondbacks.
Yeah,
this one actually just shot up to like number 2.
Yeah, very, very clean. Black Guts, made in China. Shouts out Frosty, man.
For anybody who lives near any of the Arizona stores, this hat will be dropping at all 3 stores on the same day, which is June 4th.
Lifted is talking like me right now. I said, any recommendation of what type of ice to eat?
Crushed or cubed?
Listen, bro. Cubed, just don't do that to yourself. Don't do it to yourself. So I'm gonna need help on the pronunciation of this one, Ben.
Yeah.
This crown.
Oh shit! Hold on.
I had it, but I really don't want to sit here and go off of
I had it as well. It's gonna go into
my own pronunciation.
That one is the
Chief said free some Kool-Aid, you'll live for weeks.
Diablos. Okay, thank you.
The Diablos.
Thank you, Dragon. I had like a few names up there and I didn't want to call the team by the wrong name. So respect that. Thank you, chat, for helping me out. So I really like this hat a lot.
Where's the team from?
Diablos, I believe, is this is like Mexican baseball.
Okay.
Mexican baseball team.
No, it's yes, Diablos Rojos del Mexico. So
Yep.
The Red Devils.
Yeah, just based out of Mexico City.
So I'm gonna be honest with you guys. Like, I know that there's some MILBs and like other teams that we kind of speed through, but I really like this crown a lot. I feel like this is gonna be a sleeper. A lot of people that don't necessarily follow Mexican baseball, maybe not necessarily pick up on it, but I feel like from a color perspective, red top crown color, black top visor color, black button, dark Kelly green UV. I really feel like this blue on that front logo really kind of makes the hat pop a little bit more. I feel like if we would have went black or some other color, it really wouldn't have made it pop. I really like this a lot.
I do too.
So those that are uneducated on the Mexican Baseball League, like myself, this team is in Mexico City.
So, Austin, you're probably used to that logo being on the hat, and you've probably seen this multiple times.
I have seen that. Yep.
Whereas that one is their alternate logo. So
okay, so the one that you showed is the on-field.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah. So this is but I really like this crown a lot. Like, it's a plain Jane, so except for the tonal, New Era flag on the side, no side patch, and then this is the Batterman. So very clean crown.
Very.
I like it. Next up, going out west, LA Dodgers. So black and brown two-tone, right? Your traditional LA front logo, 60th anniversary of Dodger Stadium on the side patch. I really like how this like combination now you have like the rust and the gold kind of going against the colors in the crown.
Yeah.
Now this isn't a restock, right? Because I don't remember seeing that rose gold in a skyline before.
No,
I don't think
we've done this colorway before, but this is like a completely new take.
Yeah, completely different one. Black, and I think this is also brown. So this is brown here, even though it's showing up on my camera as gray, it's actually brown, so it actually matches the top visor color. Like I said, rose gold and gold. Like Austin pointed out, rose gold in the sky. I really like this hat. Very solid every day. This is really tough. Kind of, if you bought the lattes or if you have the mochas, this is a hat for you.
It's a West Coast sunset.
Vibe Canada asked, was this a Melrose hat? Chief would know that answer.
It's like Chief was saying he thinks that it was at LA. I wanted to say that it was Chief, but I don't remember like Austin was saying, I don't remember the rose gold sky being in there.
Yeah, I don't know.
I know we've done that colorway with that patch. I don't think it had the rose gold in the skyline.
Yeah.
But if Adrian saying he has that he said they have that already dropped in stores. Okay, so it might be a restock.
Well, I'll be damned.
Yeah, he said it was there. Okay, cool.
All right. The more you know.
The more you know. Staying out on the West Coast. Gray UV black guts. SF China. Again, I told you China is nice. Your night. I think we've shown an SF almost in every pack. With the
I feel like we have too.
Yeah. Tell it goodbye. Side patch. This hat I really think is interesting. So this top color is actually teal. So think the same color that's on the Wave Runners. So the same color that's on the Wave Runner 700s. So that's what this top color is. Top bill is actually navy. Top visor, is navy. Top button is navy. Like I said, gray UV, black guts, made in China. Then you're having navy, and you also have silver in the Batterman with white as well.
I got one criticism of this hat, and it has to do with the button and the upper visor. If it was black, gone.
Yeah, I feel like, but I think like Chad is saying, this is definitely giving, it's low key kind of like a certain team that is in the Bay Area.
No, that's what I'm saying. If it had black instead of the navy, it would 100% be on par with.
I think it looks sick as navy. I think this is a cop.
Yeah, I was like the SF. Yeah, I mean, see, I don't know. I feel like the 80s logo for this looks cool, but I really would have liked to see the logo with the outline on the outside of this. I feel like that would also given this hat a little bit more of a dimension. Personally,
the Sunday alternate logo.
Yeah, okay. I think so. But it's still a great, like I said, very, very clean crown. And then last, but certainly not least, we have, I'm gonna see if chat knows what this is. So green UV, no cheating, looking at the Batterman. Black guts. What do you guys think this front logo is?
I know what that is.
Let's see if chat knows. Yep.
I got it immediately.
Yeah.
USC.
Ronnie James.
Yep. USC. Green UV black guts there. I mean, Could be because Reggie Bush got his Heisman back. You never know.
Hey!
Could be.
Could
Wish
be.
we were that quick on production. But yeah.
So Trojan, logo obviously that you see on the side of the helmets. Also on the pants of the jerseys as well for like baseball and also shorts for basketball. But USC traditional team colors. I really like what we did with the eyelets. Traditionally, eyelets normally are not a different color than the base color of the hat, but I feel like with this hat, it really, really works. It does work.
Hey, and Justin's a gamer, so like he might have known that NCAA football is coming back. So you might see some more college along the way.
Yeah, interesting elk dot that you chose that chose that specific player. But yeah, I mean, I think just with everything that's going on, and USC's been in the sports media a few times, so that in addition to college football coming back, you never know. But we got, let's see here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So this is 6 of the styles that will be dropping on June the 4th. Like I said, 8 a.m. Pacific, 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Hatclub.com, Hat Club app. What's your favorite? Like, the V-backs? I want to see that again.
Yeah, V-backs and the Angels.
The Angels
one
is
are the top
insane.
2 for me.
Gotcha.
The Angels is speaking to me.
V-backs again for chat. I'm sorry, man. This is gonna be the one that flies on the 4th. I'm just gonna say it here and now. Like, very, very clean crown. Very clean.
I'm working on something right now, so you guys keep the conversation going because I got a good talking point that we can end the show with here in a second.
Okay. So Christian, 8 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, and since the East Coast is 3 hours ahead of the West Coast, it will be 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time for East Coast people. So if you're Central Time, 10 a.m.
Now, Ben, is the store getting any of these, or is this only .com?
Which store for which hat?
Any of these?
Southern California stores are getting the Angels hat for sure, and I mean, like Melrose is getting it, Ontario, Victoria Garden, the V-back, Diamondbacks one. All 3 Arizona stores have that one as well, so they're going to be dropping the same day as online.
Okay.
Yep. And then for those that want to kind of see both at the same time, there you go.
Yeah, that ain't, I don't know. There's something about that Angels. I mean, I don't dislike the V-backs, but that Angels is just like, it's like up here.
Yeah. So that so yes, Pilo, these are going to be the 4th. So these hats will be dropping on the 4th.
Asher said at all lid stores. They'll probably come out with them in 4 to 5 months. Wow. So, but yeah, no, not right now.
No, not lid stores, my guy. And then, was there anything that you guys wanted to see from the 3rd? I was gonna show a Yankee, but I didn't want Austin to throw something at the camera, so I won't show that.
Yeah, just keep it in there.
But I will definitely show off this Philadelphia Athletics. This is the 3rd. Again, very solid crown. I'm not campaigning for this because I'm being paid to. I'm just saying I think it's a great crown. And then I think from this group, I mean, got to show it again. Like, this is from the 2nd. I mean, for those that have been around for a while, you know how long people have been crawling and asking, for us to bring these back. This is your chance in the 2nd. Don't do bad. And then, does anybody want to see anything from Pink Bottom Part 2? Anybody that just recently came in?
No, I think I want to see the A-frames again, the A-frame fitteds again. So that's a first for Hat Club, not a first for the industry, but a first for Hat Club is this A-frame 9 or this A-frame.
I got
5950.
Yeah.
Give me one
there you
sec.
Go, Kobe. There's the Diablos.
Boom. All right, here we go. So once again, these A-frame 5950s are going to be dropping on Saturday at 11 a.m. Pacific, 2 p.m. Eastern, hatclub.com and Hat Club app. Black crowns, crimson red button, crimson red upper visor, teal interior, a little bit of metallic red on the outskirts there for the Texas Rangers, as well as in the 2024 side patch. Toronto Blue Jays version as well, 30th anniversary. Colorado Rockies primary logo with the 1998 an All-Star Game side patch. Chicago Cubs sleeve patch alternate logo with the 1990 All-Star game. LA Dodgers 59 All-Star game. And last but not least, Seattle Mariners 30th anniversary. Once again, Saturday, 11 a.m. Pacific, 2 p.m. Eastern, along with about 8 million other A-frame adjustable.
26 to be exact. But I'm struggling to think of which A-frame I want to get. So for the, I have to get it. It's our first time doing it. I have to get it.
Yeah, I feel like
I need that Angel, so I got to get to my free shipping threshold somehow.
Yeah, I'm definitely going to be getting that Toronto. I think the Toronto is going to be the one for me.
See, I'm between Toronto, Cubs, and Seattle.
And for chat that asked to see the San Diego again, I'm monitoring both, so I'll see you guys. This is the San Diego.
In regard to your question about the bills or the brims on the A-frame 5950s, I'm gonna have to get like a better photo of that, like a top side and a bottom side photo, and I will post on Twitter what the answer to that question is, because we're still like the angled photo we had, it looks square, but it might be round, and we don't want to give like bad intel on that one.
And there you go.
Victory. You're incredibly late, my friend. You're
gonna Children was over, bro.
Yeah, you're gonna have to watch on YouTube.
Yeah, I'm literally.
But good to see you. And thank you for the welcome back. It has been a few weeks.
As always, we like to talk about something, just kind of random, and I chose the most quote unquote random thing possible that we can talk about to wrap this show up. And give me 1 sec. Let me enlarge this a little bit. The comeback of the Agassi shoes.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
I have to think the timing on this is actually relatively incredible, considering the fact that we had dropped the Magma hats last year. What was the other collection on the same line that I can't think of the name right now?
Was it Airsoft or was it? I can't remember what it
called. Airsoft.
It was Magma. Was it Lava?
It might have been. I believe so.
Either way, what are your guys' thoughts on this?
I love the shoes coming back. Like you said, Ben, the timing is impeccable.
Yeah.
Like we know that Magma did incredibly well from a hat perspective last year. Maybe you'll see some new iterations come back in the near future. So
Pyro is the other one.
There you go.
Pyro,
Good
okay,
job. Good job, chat.
Yeah.
We do so many fucking hat names that like it's hard to keep up with them all the time now.
Yeah.
I think we should take that data, Ben, and figure out how many hat names we have to come up with in a year.
No, the fact that we've done so many variations on the just like synonyms for fire or something. It's definitely on the higher end of the totem pole there. So thankfully we've got the thesaurus next to me. So
yeah. When English fails us, we're just gonna call it the Fuego Pack, or something next or something of that caliber. But I think for me as like a sneakerhead, I'm really excited to see that they're bringing back trainers. I really like you got to think about the Nike SC trainer for obvious reason. Bo Jacks, for those who know them not by the official product name, but I'm really excited for these. You have these, you have the kind of like the neon yellow and the orange. There's like a few like colorways of Agassi's that I felt like were hits. So I'm curious to see if they just do this and see if it does well and sells out and they restock other colorways, or if they're just
this is my second favorite colorway out of the Agassi's. I like the teal and blue ones more.
Yeah, those were smoking hot.
Yeah. So those ones were my favorites, but this is sick, and I love that. Love that we have a hat collection that pairs well with them.
Very well.
Yeah. I feel like this is definitely going to be this is like a prime summer shoe. When is the drop date for this, Ben?
For sure.
For the shoe? I forgot to look at that. Sorry.
They just announced it.
They just announced it.
I think it's fall though. I think it's September when the shoes are coming back.
Yeah.
But it's about the right time because like
US
I said,
Open, late summer,
Yeah, it's the right time because the shoe, like for the most part, I think most people that had the OG or like releases or like earlier releases, like those shoes aren't wearable anymore. Like they crumble, or probably would, fall apart after like a decent wear or two. So I like the fact that they're starting to think like a consumer and say, okay, let's start to bring stuff back out of the vault that people can actually wear instead of it just being lore.
my biggest criticism, and like because they dropped basically the same shoe back in 2019, and the shape of the 2019 version I like a little bit more, and especially like the usage of the infrared I feel like was a little bit better on the 2019 version. So that was the one I was hoping they were going to bring back, but I don't hate this one. It's just the differences are definitely noticeable. And I forgot to grab the other photo.
It's just like people that kind of like when the military Blue Forest came out, a lot of people were like ranting about the shape. It's like, although I do like understand why, like there's some people that just are very, very particular about how a shoe looks from a presentation perspective. It's like, to me, there's certain things that if it's close enough, I'm not gonna throw a fit. But if it's like not really, like if there's like key details that you can see on the original release versus this release that don't look like the way that it should, then I feel like that's when people normally have a lot more problems with it. But
yeah,
I mean, even with the 17s that are dropping tomorrow, like I feel like I really like the fact that they brought that nostalgia back. They brought the briefcase back. Like a lot of those things.
Yeah,
that
I
made
agree.
that shoe special. I mean, it's like for me, it's interesting because what you talk to people 10 years ago, there's not many people like that are newer sneakerheads that I think are super duper into 17s. Like, so I always think it's funny how everybody just starts to gravitate towards things. But you know, for those of us that were a lot like, you know, we're pretty much like aware of what was going on in the Wizard era for Jordan, you know, 16s, 17s. I mean, they're like, now if you're going to open the door for Jordan 17s, I mean, like I know the Coppers came out, I think a few years back now. I mean, shoot, let's get the Ginger 16s back. Let's get the Cherrywood 16s back. Like there's such a good treasure trove of shoes that are outside of the traditional Jordan 1 to 14. So it's going to be interesting to see how Jordan Brand leverages that side of the catalog based off of how this shoe sells. You know,
so you like the 17 stuff?
I do. I mean, like for me, I think the thing that you remember about the 17s when they first dropped was the briefcase. I think that was something that from a shoe sneaker perspective, like that was just different. Like you didn't see that often. So I think that just went back to packaging. Like even when you look at the 11s, you know, like where the 11s used to have the slide out box with the actual insert, like, you know, whereas traditionally now the box just has the traditional, like kind of like that maroon or like burgundy color, like basically two-tone box color. I mean, shoot, you could if you really even go back far enough, I mean, the Jordan face with the lines through it. I mean, they're like the silver and black boxes. Bringing back the retro cards too.
Are the 17s the flap ones? Because I don't like the flap ones.
So the flat, well, the 16s have a flap that's like a cover, you know, and the like basically the toe cap of it is like a patent leather, so it looks a lot like a Jordan 11. But the flap is like the characteristic part of the 16. The 17, it does have the strap that goes over the midfoot.
The one that goes all the way over. I couldn't remember if that was a 16s or the 17s, but I do not like that style. So
I
wasn't outside. You know, go ahead. No, go ahead.
I was gonna say I vividly remember the 17s dropping because I was working at Copeland Sports in downtown Portland, Oregon, and we sold those. And so it's like, yep, they were clunky as hell with the case and everything like that. But it's like actually it was one of the few shoes, like the later model shoes for the Jordans, where it's just like I really didn't mind the look of it.
Okay.
Yeah.
I also want to point out from that era, Chuck Taylor lows and Chuck Taylor highs for that most part. At Copeland Sports back in those days were $19.99.
Yeah. And to Eric's point, when I say outside, I mean like aware and knowledgeable of the shoe and knew that it exists. Was I outside actually really? No, I wasn't out here like dropping bread like that on the 17th way back when. But was I aware? Did I know what was going on? Yes, definitely did. I mean, like I said, I think for most people that, you know, didn't really get a chance to see, you know, MJ during that, you know, the second three-peat or the last half of his career, and then he came back with the Wizards. It's like I said, there's a lot of really good gems as far as sneaker silhouettes are concerned that I'm interested to see what Jordan Brand mines out of, you know, for the rest of this year, or if we see anything north of the 14, you know, after this year. I mean, you still got Jordan 21s and other types of shoes, like, you know, that really are, they play with a lot of materials and fabrics and different types of silhouettes. So I'm curious. I mean, 17 is obviously going to sell out because they're exclusive, you know, and that's just how hype drives the market. But like, you know, it would just really be interesting to see, like, you know, I think the UNC 17 is supposed to be dropping later this year. So
That'd be sick. That'd be sick if they came back. I mean, that's like one of the more iconic pairs from the Wizard era. So
I feel like that as well.
Benji, I like with you just talking about Chuck Lowe's and how they were $20. I was like, I remember that. I was like, but what could they be now? They can't be that expensive. I was thinking like $40. They're fucking $67.99 for Chuck Lowe's.
That was why I brought it up, because it's like I haven't bought a pair of Chuck Taylor Lowe's in about a decade because of that. Like the last time I bought a pair of Chuck Taylor Lowe's was at the Nike employee store in Portland. Just
that's crazy. I used to own a good amount of pairs of Chuck Lowe's when I drove stick. So
yeah. See, chat's getting me excited. Like some of the people on like so yo on McFly84 on IG was saying like the 16s without the shroud look ill, and I'm just like, see, like that to me that's why I like those later models, because they played around with a lot of different design elements to where like the shoe with the shroud looks completely different than the shoe without it. And it's like, so being able to like see different things and see how you can style different stuff, like the 16s with the shroud low key is like a fall shoe. Without the shroud, definitely, you know, could be a summer shoe.
See, that's when I started tapping into other athlete designs more than Jordans at that point. You know, that was prime Mellow era. So you know, and tons of pennies were coming out at that time too, and the T-Mac Adidas shoes.
Yeah,
dude, that was like those all came, the Kobe Bryant that looked like moon shoes all came out at the same time.
Yeah, I mean, like that era, like, I mean, to me, one of the most iconic, like for on-court sneakers was like during that Kobe free agency period where he left Adidas because he didn't like that, basically the toaster box looking shoes, which Adidas has brought back as the crazy, you know, infinities, which actually I feel like if the shoe looked like the one that released now was the one that Kobe had way back then, who's to say that he doesn't stay with Adidas? But that run, I mean, bro was wearing Concord 11s, different types of Jordan PEs. Like when you were like thinking about that era from a sneaker perspective, like it's crazy. I mean, yeah, Mr. Vic, you gotta talk about like Stan Smiths. You got to talk about, I mean, Jeremy Scott's if you're talking about Adidas. I mean, that era of like Nike basketball where you had the hyper dunks, you know, hyper closet. I mean, yeah, it was like that was like a really, really good era for like Nike basketball, like really leading up.
I think it was just a really good era for basketball sneakers in general.
I agree with that.
Like the T-Mac 2s were fucking sick.
I agree with that. I feel like Adidas right now with the AE1 is kind of experiencing that same like success that Nike was having back then. I mean, you have the AE1, you got the Harden. Like even here in Atlanta, like when I went to Adidas Lenox, like there's not a lot of AE1s left like that are above like north of a size 9. Partially that's because AE is from here, you know, like it's like from the city. So I feel like that's just more so we have a kinship to that, so we're gonna support our own. But I think like the fact that that shoe is really becoming desirable and wanted, I mean, the way it's being desired right now, you can't put that out of the sneaker of the year conversation, I feel.
Hell yeah. I'm jealous. Mr. Vickery brought up a point about Stan Smiths, and the one pair of Adidas shoes that I've ever wanted in my entire life were the white navy blue and the white green Rod Lavers, and they never made them above a size 14. Ever. Still haven't. And it's like I just want those fucking shoes.
Special order.
Yeah.
Get in touch with the factory.
Yeah, there we go.
Talk to them. I need these now.
Yeah.
Just go up to Portland, kick down the door. I need these.
Yeah.
No, I mean, even like I said, like IG Live is even going like bringing it back even further, because you got to also talk about the Huarache 2K4s, which that was like, you talk about panic for a shoe before like I remember like you had the Laker like PE colors, then you had the red, white, and blues that went with the All-Star game jersey. Like,
that
was a time. That was definitely a time. Like, I feel like that was
East Bay magazine, like East Bay magazine.
That was my jam.
I feel like 2K5s. I feel like, I don't know, like 406. I feel like 2K5s are straight. Don't get me wrong; they definitely a solid shoe. But 2K4s, I think something about just how that silhouette looked with the small little netting in the ankle area, like that was just it was just a different type of shoe. Like I remember I went around to like 4 or 5 different Foot Lockers in like my area because I was trying to get a pair, and trying to get my parents to give me a pair at the time, and they were sold out everywhere in my size. Could not find them. But I mean, I feel like as a person who's been in the sneaker community for a while, I think that era of sneakers, just the excitement and different things and people just kind of being cool with, hey, I like this. And that might not be what everybody else likes. Like I don't know if we get back to that. I think hype just drives the market.
No,
I mean, I'm just being serious.
I don't know. You can't. I mean, especially with social media, you can't get back to that where everybody just likes what they like and that's it. It's all like going to be hype driven.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, even with phone posits and everything else, it's funny how you see like certain shoes, like it's like you'll be like, hey, like, man, I love phone posits. Be like, okay, name me some phone posit colorways, and you can only name like the Royals, and it's like, okay,
Orlando Magic Blue was the best one.
Starberries is crazy. I have not heard that in a while.
Yo,
my Lord, but I mean. Shouts out to Stephen Marbury, bro. Georgia Tech product.
Hey, he made them affordable. They sold well in Syracuse, a very poor city. So, yeah.
I mean, you had Air Pennies, then you had the crazy thing is like you have Phone Posit Pros, then you have Phone Posit Ones. Do you really even know the difference between those two? Like, do you know about the house of hoops colorways, Jim Greens, eggplants, Phoenix Suns? Like I said, we had the mirrors, way back when, metallic reds, pearlescence, pinks. I mean, like that was, like I said, man, that was an era, man. That was an era. If you know, you know.
Yeah,
it was a fun show today, guys. I gotta say,
there's a lot of hats. That Angels is still sticking with me though. Angels is still sticking with me. I'm excited to try a new silhouette with the A-frame 5950. Chief, I don't know if he copped his chair and his A-frame, but I'm gonna be disappointed in him if he didn't. But
yeah, I know, right?
And the only error/issue I have with tonight's show is not enough Mets and too many Yankees.
Wow, there it is.
So
that was a general concern and comment that was going on Twitter this morning, was that we apparently have not dropped enough Mets hats lately. So
we have not dropped enough Mets hats.
I will say, at least we're able to find Austin's burner account.
And Freddie's a Mets fan, and like that's what drives me nuts. Is Freddie's a Mets fan, and I think he's created more Yankees than Mets. So
I mean, all I need from Freddie is I just need that cattle pack Yankees. If he has one sitting around the house that happens to be
I don't think there's one.
I need that.
Unless you're a 7.5, I think the only things left is our original sample.
Yeah, so. I'll make a 7.5 work. I'll make it work. Stankies.
There you go. Elk Dot, I forgot to mention it because I saw you comment on this. Congrats on your hat.
Yes,
I'll go back to your Instagram and I'll double check that through. So
congratulations, brother. A beautiful Brooklyn crown. Beautiful. Brooklyn.
Very, very nice. Yeah, shouts out to Elk Dot, man.
If you're not going to cop from Hat Club, cop from good people like Elk Dot and get his Brooklyn hat.
Hell yeah.
Great design, my friend. Great design.
B007 Dwight, that KOC Yankees. Listen, a lot of people want that. a lot of people want that. That's a crown. But the pizza hook, I think everything just about how you executed on that Elk Dot was crazy. I mean, some people don't like the poker chip patch, but I feel like when it's done really well and it ties together all the colors in the hat, like I even feel like Mo's Brooklyn that she did with the off-white with the white script across.
Yeah, for grandma.
And her poker chip was like extremely like well executed. I feel like that's like probably next to the Ebbets Field on Brooklyn's. I think, I say Ebbets Field, Rolly Patch, and poker chip are like my top 3.
Okay.
Mr. Vickery, actually, now that Austin's here, we can just have that discussion right now. Last week, because you weren't there, and then I went on vacation, so we haven't had a chance to discuss this.
Yeah.
Discord exclusive.
Just any one or specific ones that we dropped before for Discord?
No, I just think the element of bringing it back, so it's exclusive to the Discord channel.
I'm not opposed to it. The good people of Discord deserve some love. So.
Listen, I think I have I'll talk with you about it, Austin. I'll see if maybe one of the designs that that are maybe in the chamber, maybe we can do that as a Discord exclusive.
And we can do it too. Like we might be able to get as granular as, I mean, this is pushing it, but we might be able to get as granular as if you're like in a specific hood within the Discord section, then you're able to cop a specific hat too. Because I think we have the hood section, which is a good number of cities, but like maybe if you're a part of that Atlanta section, you're able to cop something exclusive. Maybe if you're part of that Phoenix section, you're able to cop something exclusive. So
yeah, no, listen, I feel like I'll just say this, the group chat today for the ambassadors was rocking. So there's some good stuff going on. And I mean, I think, like I said, I think there's definitely some stuff that I could probably cook up for Discord. I think that
the Discord's lighting up right now. They're probably saying Discord exclusives are back.
Yes, I like but Liaminus, yes, I am I will be the next iteration of Crowns. I will be
Hell yeah, he is. Hell yeah, he is. That's gonna be an expensive week.
Listen, it's a lot of good things coming. If y'all been paying attention to the Hat Club story, a lot of great
too
crowns,
much, man.
Yeah, a lot of stuff is a lot of great stuff's coming. Shout out to Emilion. Shouts out to I would y'all just stay tuned, man. If you think this weekend or these variety packs are bad, just wait till what's on the horizon, man.
I've got a random hat dropping this month, or in June.
Oh, you do?
Yeah, he did. Yeah, he talked about that.
John sent me photos of it a little bit ago. It turned out actually better than we expected. So
let's go.
I would say if June was a meme, it's like the dog meme when he's in the room and everything's on fire and he's like, everything is fine. Like that's literally
how June last year was too. I don't know what we keep doing in June, but like it's bananas.
I think that right now it's a great time. If you like hats, June is the month for you.
June is the month.
I mean, May was a good month for you too, but June is definitely going to be a good month if you like hats.
Mm-hmm.
I just sent you both the photo of the hat. So
hell yeah, man.
I'm gonna have to go and look. Oh yeah, shouts out to John. Happy early birthday, my brother.
Hey, happy birthday,
yeah, man.
Whose birthday?
John.
John.
June 20th.
Oh, nice. Hell yeah.
So it's like just know it's gonna be some great things happening next month. Yeah. Oh, so chat's asking, Ben. They're saying team. They want to know.
It'll say Oakland across the front. That's all you need to know.
It's an Oakland script, I guess you would call it.
It's the late 60s. It's the late 60s, early 70s script. So it's the same script that we did for the Wanted pack.
Okay.
Okay.
Very nice.
Okay.
Yeah, June last year was crazy.
Yeah. Chat. Yeah.
And then to answer other questions of people asking about specific hats that they've seen photos for, I'll say this. If we haven't talked about it or shown it off yet, don't worry. We will show it off on ReCap before the drop to give you guys a heads up, specifically the AWACS.
That's definitely one on the hit list for me. I need that.
Yeah.
For this is a lovely looking crown.
I appreciate that.
Yeah. Shout out to you on that one.
I'm gonna say this. If you like this, you're gonna like Ben's crown. I'm just gonna leave it at that.
There we go.
If you like, I'm gonna show it again. If you like this, you will definitely like that. You will definitely like Ben's crown.
Good work, Benji.
Appreciate it.
Sir. Yes, sir.
I'll be picking that one up. I got to figure out when we're dropping it. I don't remember seeing that in June.
It's toward the end.
Okay.
So I think it's like the 23rd or the 24th or something like that. But either way, it's gonna go swimmingly with a lot of jerseys I have.
Yeah, and then AB's coming in hot in June too.
AB's coming in very hot in June.
Yep.
Yeah, man. Listen, AB, like I said, he's got a seat at the table now, man. You gotta respect the work and just the product he's been cranking out lately. Like I said,
yeah, we put AB on a schedule though to get him to reel back on things.
Yeah,
so he's now officially on a release schedule, which is insane. So
which is good because I feel like I said, from Para Mi Gente to Wild Panda with him and Davey. Even to the variety pack that he did, it's like there's always 2 or 3 out of that pack. And the crazy thing is like what some people would consider panic. Other people are just like, yo, that's the one that I like. That other one over there is the one I want. Like, I feel like the Mahal pack was a perfect example of that.
Yes.
Just something in there for everybody. I mean, that Houston still to me is top of the top, but that Phillies, if there was a 1A, 1B situation, it's Houston, Phillies, Houston, however you want to slice it, how you want to cut it. And then that V-Backs is coming, you know, on the back side of those two, pretty closely. Pause. I had to really think about that statement.
AB and I have something cooking in a couple months too, which we're really excited about. New Yorkers won't be disappointed by that one. So, and I'll just say there's for that pack, there is Yankees, and I did not design it.
Oh,
I refused.
Austin, I was about to throw my computer if you said
I refuse, but it will have my first Mets. It will have my first Mets, which I'm stoked about.
Oh, High TTV is asking Lightning Pack Austin 2.0.
Ooh, I would love to. I would love to. But I feel like I've actually gotten more requests for more Master Pack stuff. So
I feel like because
I mean, you got to look at 1,000 different options you can go with that one. So
you're right, literally.
Yeah. It's like I think because of that hook space, there's just so much more that you can mine from that. Whereas I think with the others, it's like how do you tie it together? But I mean, there's ways you can do it. I mean, there's definitely ways it can be done, but I would be interested to see how you can do that. Maybe like how we like experimented with NBA teams and shoot. I mean, now that we're doing stuff with Mitchell and Nets, maybe there's an opportunity in there to bring some NHL teams into the mix as well.
100%. That might be something that AB's thought about.
High TTV.
Oh my god, that would be so awesome if we could do it.
High TTV is on fire tonight. If you didn't read that, Austin, read that. That would actually be insane. That would actually be crazy.
I'm trying to find it.
It's
oh no, that yes. I know what you're thinking. That's already it's already cooked up. Don't worry about that. But it's cooked up, has never been submitted though. So
listen, lifted truck with another good one. I mean, what was crazy was when we did our when we were talking about fitted hats that like you guys had, like, you know, you're the most valuable. Lifted truck. I don't know if you checked that episode out, but definitely do. I mean, we pulled some hats like rocket power hats. There was some. Yeah, there was some gems in there.
Yep.
Definitely some gems.
My
in there.
old rare new era hats that I have.
Ooh. Yep.
All right. Cozy Man, yes, we did show off the tomorrow's drop. We did it like an hour ago.
We did. Do you should I do it?
I go for it. You know, we'll end it on that as far as what's
one more time.
Why not?
People pay attention. There you go. Athletics. Team colors. That's number 1. Pirates. Number 2. There we go. Number 2. Number 3. San Diego Padres. Pink, black guts. Batterman. Number 4. Phillies. Very good Phillies. All these are pink UV black guts. Number 4, 5, Detroit. Yeah, shouts out to Mark, Killer Squid. Good crown here. It's number 5. Number 6, shouts out to Two Piece Nat. Yes. All these are China? Yep. All these are China's. 1998. Diamondback script. Red. Brick red. It's not really Sedona red. It's actually more of a brick red on this. Batterman. And then last but certainly not least, China. we're ending it on SF for you. 86. SF 80 style. Copper outline. Pink UV. Black guts. This is black. This is not navy. Black button. Black top visor. And Batterman. And these
11 a.m. Pacific, 2 p.m. hackclub.com, Hack Club app.
That's the clip, guys.
Wally, Stock isn't insanely high. It's not low, but it's not insanely high on.
Some teams are higher than others.
Yeah.
Exactly. Like
don't,
I said,
don't be mad at me about the Pirates hat selling out.
Yeah.
I didn't cause this.
Or Detroit for that matter.
Yeah, that too.
Yeah.
All right, guys.
I feel like this was a good show this week, guys. Always a pleasure.
Always.
Since I was on vacation Monday and Tuesday, didn't do bench warmers, didn't do flip the script. So we're gonna do flip the script tomorrow, as in Thursday night. It's gonna be Pacers versus Celtics because I need some fucking vengeance. I'm gonna take it out on Austin.
Now what happens if you don't flip the script tomorrow?
Depression.
I don't even want to conjure.
I feel like that's what's gonna happen, Austin. Depression.
Yeah. And then I'll do bench warmers on Friday to let out my aggression in regard to that series. But more importantly, the loss of the great Bill Walton, who was hands down one of the greatest human beings to ever live. Shout out to you, Big Red.
Yeah, man.
All right,
Bill Walton.
Right on. Sweet. See you guys tomorrow. Recap again next Wednesday. And hey, I'm glad we were able to do this simulcast between Twitch and Instagram now.
Yeah, I'm glad it worked. Thanks for hanging out, everybody. Appreciate you.
Take care, guys.